Oh, right. Kroganar remembers, already half out of the vehicle. That pod is not dangerous, no? Frederick shakes his head, zipping his jacket closed before he climbs out of the scrap loader. A cold shiver runs down his back as the crisp air hits his face. Not dangerous, should not be. If danger, then because of other reason, outside, is made for escape, remember? He reminds him. I remember, yes, Kroganar rumbles. I was just reminded of my military days when I saw those insignia of yours, he remarks, also jumping out of the cockpit, shutting the door as he keeps talking with him. And I would like to avoid messing with military equipment if possible. Insignia? Frederick repeats after him, a bit perplexed. Kroganar comes walking around the vehicle, carrying a toolbox in his claws. That and that. He points to the Federal European Union flag shoulder patch and the name tag on Frederick's jacket. And help me get that out of there, he instructs, nodding at a newly opened side hatch. Frederick gets to it, contorting himself to take a look at his shoulder patch as he grabs a small metal box out of the loader, and everything finally clicks together. Ah, I get now. Insignia, was it? He repeats the word, trying to commit it to his memory. Correct. I've only seen those in militaries or gangs until now, Kroganar explains. Let's put them down over there. Kroganar sets down his piece of cargo and makes his way over to Escape Pod 1, Frederick pursing his lips for a moment as he tries to decipher the many new words his translator just chucked at his head. I do not know if I understand correct, but I am not in military. I am not fighter, he explains, as he gently puts his small box next to Kroganar's toolkit, dusting the snow off his hands. A civilian? Why the insignia then? Kroganar asks him, walking back to the scrap loader, indicating for Frederick to wait for a moment. That is actually an interesting question. Frederick muses. I think tradition? Tradition? Well, beats you being a gang member at least, he jokes, a bit dry in his delivery. Does your people like attaching insignia of their tribes on their everyday coverings then? Frederick snorts at the idea of tribal humans going to space, hitting each other over the head as they yell incomprehensible caveman obscenities into the black void. Not tribes, no. He shakes his head. A lot bigger. On Earth, whole landmass band together, we call nations. And we not always put insignia on normal clothing, maybe at special time. Something about what he just said apparently managed to surprise the old man a bit. Your people are not tribal? He asks him, taken aback. No? Why should be? Frederick asks, confused. What era was your people in when you got uplifted then? Kroganar asks him, genuinely interested. Maybe the feudal ages? That would explain things. Oh boy, yet another word I don't know. Frederick sighs internally. Sorry, I not understand. What is uplifted? He apologizes. You do not know? Let me think for a moment. The old reptilian stops what he is doing, trying to paraphrase the concept for him. When the Sky People came to your planet, sharing their technology with you, introducing you to the galaxy, that is uplifted, he explains. From what I can gather, that must have been very recently. I have never heard of your kind before. Sky People? I think I understand now, he explains. We do not get lift upward. I am first human to meet non-human. You did not? Kroganar asks him, nostrils flaring. No? Did you? He tilts his head. That might have been too much for the reptilian. Kroganar is shocked. Frederick? He warily asks him, after a few moments of silence. Yes? The young man replies, not understanding why he is acting weird all of a sudden. Are you telling the truth? Did your people not get uplifted? No, we never meet any other person before. Does that mean your people found a way to travel the stars by yourselves? The implications would completely challenge the galaxy's understanding of society and evolution as a whole. No, not really. Frederick shakes his head dejectedly. Remember story I tell? Was accident. Not sure how happened, to be honest. Memories about accident. Weird. Like there, but not there. Hard to describe. Oh, that makes a lot more sense, Krogonar thinks aloud. Glad that the misunderstanding got cleared up. How silly of him to think that his people actually managed to get to space on their own. It seems his old age is really starting to get to him. Back to the other topic then. Why do you have that on your jacket? Well, this one is show where I am from, so a bit like tribe, he guesses. And this one is whole name. He points at his chest. Really? Seems a bit long to me. Wouldn't Frederick be a bit shorter than that? Yeah, because it's not first name, it's family name and task. Explain. Okay, it says Commander McLeroy. McLeroy is mine family name, he adds. Commander, did you not just say you are a civilian? Right. That is why I say tradition is reason. You see, in past, when we built flying machine, person that flying machine was called pilot. When we first built flying machine that can go to space and return, we not want to call helper pilot inferior word, so we call pilot commander instead. Now co-pilot is pilot, and sounds more importanter, he concludes. It's time for Krogonar to blankly stare at him again. Did he just say that they build spaceships? Sure. And that rabid Yarnakut actually just wants to cuddle with you? He chuckles heartily and slaps the young man on the shoulder. You do not have to tell me if you do not want to, Frederick. When we built our first spaceships, almost had me there, he rumbles, turning away and grabbing his tools. Come on, time to get to work. We haven't got all day, he hollers.